Hey, good morning, everybody. We are live this morning at Horseshoe Resort, just about an hour's drive north of the city of Toronto, and you can take a look out here on the hills. Lots of snow still. Spring skiing conditions. People are already hitting the slopes this morning. We're having some fun. We'll be here all morning long. And a daytime high up through the Barrie area around 11 degrees today. Daytime highs in Toronto, 12. Unbelievable for this time of year. Current conditions this morning, it's also comfortable for a February morning. We're seeing temperatures up through the Toronto area around that freezing mark. We have -1 in through Newmarket this morning, about -5 into Oshawa. Here in Horseshoe, we have temperatures sitting right around about -5 this morning as well. Satellite system shows us just nothing but clear skies. No worries whatsoever. We're going to increase the cloud as we work our way through to tomorrow, and with that tomorrow, we're going to get our way into some shower activity. Winds fairly light this morning, so no wind chill to speak of, but into the afternoon, the winds are going to pick up to about the southwest. 30 to 50 kilometers per hour. Daytime highs tomorrow remain at the double digits of 11, but once again, that risk of some showers. On Thursday, some periods of some light rain working its way through. It'll be wet, it'll be windy, and temperatures cooler around 4 degrees. Once again for today, daytime highs at 12. So over to you, Carrie, with a look at traffic this morning.
All right, thanks a lot, Frank. Well, right now we're looking at these problems westbound on the 401. This is right underneath the Brock Road overpass. It's right where the Collectors and Express starts. So it looks like both the collector lanes are completely blocked right now because of this collision. And the backup is getting much, much worse. We're now seeing it connect to those delays that are already through Oshawa and Whitby, those volume delays right now. So let's have a look at drive times right now on the westbound 401. Delays start just west of Stevenson, but already looking at about 23 minutes just to get through that stretch. So start thinking about an alternate route. You can try Highway 2, southbound 404 Don Valley Parkway. That's filling in pretty quickly, but thankfully running problem-free. And the eastbound Gardner a little bit busy heading into downtown. In town, there is still a closure of Eglinton. It's shut down between Caledonia and Gilbert, and that is all for a collision investigation. We do have a camera heading to that scene. I'll send it back downstairs to you, Mel.
All right, and we're following some breaking news this morning, seeing some massive lineups at Pearson Airport. In fact, this picture just got sent to me from one of our viewers, Jose. Baggage check-in for passengers traveling to the U.S. through Terminal 3. Having a bit of a technical issue here, so we are seeing quite a few delays, and this is just one picture again from one of our viewers just sent to us now. They are advising that anyone who is flying through here to the U.S. from Terminal 3 to check with your airline and make sure you leave yourself a lot of extra time until this is resolved, and we'll continue to watch this. We have a camera en route. We'll bring you the very latest on this throughout the morning as this develops and hopefully gets resolved shortly. Meanwhile, other news that we're following at this hour, a man has died after an assault near Bathurst and St. Clair. Police are now looking for the suspect. Officers got this call around midnight. When they arrived, they located a man lying in the street. He was rushed to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Investigators believe he may be in his 60s. They're now looking for a white male suspect. He had a goatee, wearing a blue hooded top and a black jacket. It's not clear if the two were known to each other. Anyone with information is asked to contact police. The roadway has since reopened. And happening overnight, firefighters battling a massive 3-alarm fire near Yonge and Wellesley, and thankfully no one was injured. It broke out around 11 o'clock last night. Crews rushed to the scene here. The building under renovation. Luckily, no one inside, but nearby apartments did have to be evacuated. Investigators are now tasked with figuring out how this began. A live look at the scene right now. We are being told damage could be somewhere in the millions. The roadway itself is open except for one southbound lane here, which you can see is occupied by crews. It's still unclear, again, the cause, but we'll continue to watch this. But this could be a bit of a traffic headache as you make your way downtown, coming in those southbound lanes near Wellesley. We'll let you know when this does reopen. A male pedestrian has died after being hit by an unmarked York police cruiser in Markham. The Special Investigations Unit is now investigating. The man was struck around 4:30 yesterday afternoon, Kennedy Road, just north of Highway 7. The victim rushed to hospital with life-threatening injuries and later died. Investigators are now asking anyone who may have seen this collision, who may have video, to contact them. The SIU called in whenever there is serious injury or death involving police.
On the back of a train! Whoa!
All right, don't do this. Do not do this. This video posted online showing an unidentified man filming himself as he rides outside of a TTC subway car sometime last year. CityNews did track down this man. He says he was intoxicated at the time, but the stunt was on his bucket list. The TTC, they are not laughing. They say they are now investigating and may press charges. Convicted killers Dylan Millard and Mark Smitch will now face at least 45 years behind bars before being eligible for parole. A Toronto judge handing down the consecutive sentence yesterday. They got 25 years for the death of Laura Babcock, 25 years for the death of Tim Bosma. With time already served, that means they won't be able to apply for parole until 2063. Late last year, the two convicted of murdering Babcock and burning her body. They were already serving life in prison for the murder of Bosma in 2013. Millard now facing another first-degree murder trial in April, this time for the death of his father. Prosecutors are seeking a 6-month sentence for former Dalton McGuinty Chief of Staff David Livingston, who was convicted in the gas plants case. But the defense is asking for a conditional discharge that would include community service. The defense citing Livingston's record of successful public and private sector service. The conviction was for Livingston's illegal destruction of documents related to the Liberal government's costly decision to cancel 2 gas plants before the 2011 provincial election. Well, bike lanes on Yonge Street are back on the agenda at Toronto City Hall today. The Public Works Committee will be debating a proposal to replace 2 lanes of traffic on Yonge between Shepherd and Finch with protected bike lanes. This is part of the controversial Reimagining Yonge proposal. The $51 million plan would also create wider boulevards, better pedestrian crossings, and a landscaped center median. Now, supporters claim it will create a vibrant streetscape, but Mayor John Tory wants to keep the 6 lanes of traffic and put the bike lanes on nearby Beecroft Road. There's also a proposal to narrow the traffic lanes so that sidewalks can be enlarged. City Council, they'll be making the final decision.